Hey train family and friends, it's time for another monthly update, layout update. It's for September 2022. And I'm going to do a little bit something different this month. I'm going to actually show you some operations and from start to finish. Some of you who don't like operations won't like this video, but if you like operations, I don't know, maybe you'll like this. But I also wanted to show you why I'm doing operations, because I have to get ready to show you what I've done as an update to the layout. So here we go. Without any further ado, away we go. So my goal tonight is to move all these passenger trains. Let me turn the light on for this. There we go. All these passenger trains out of the terminal. This is something I've added this month. These are the track signages. And on the other side, they've got green and red lights. I've made those in door switches and I've wired them all up, not all properly, but here's the control panel that to the left, if I move it this way, it's green. If I go this way, it's red. Let me show you what that looks like over here. I'm doing track 8. Green, red. So I need to move all these cars out of the way for you so you can see it in all its glory. So I'll show you on my booklet. This is called the train axe. So I'm going to go from this tab right here, the CA, California Avenue, the maintenance facility. So I'm going to open that up to that page. So I'm going from the Chicago terminal to the California Avenue maintenance facility. And this is the sheet. I'm going to follow all these steps with the switcher and moving everything over from the yard, the Chicago terminal yard, and they're going to move down the throat to the crossover, and they're going to go all over to here. So you're going to see that whole operation happen. So they're going to be all parked here. And this is a layout update. I put these bridges in. These are kind of simulating where the coach and commuter cars are cleaned out. This is the yard for that. I'll see if I can find a prototype picture to go with this. So the trains come over here to they get worked on here at the maintenance shop, and then they get stored over here for cleaning. And then they take the trip back. I won't do this tonight, but they take the trip back then to Chicago Terminal, which is right back here where we started. So this is the switcher, not the locomotive power I have assigned to this train, but that, if I were going to use the locomotive power for this train, A1 is the power. It's the 132 Village of Harvard. The train code is 1A, which is the actual train. So that's what you'll see on the sheet. So right here, that's train 1A, and the power is switcher 1A, which is the train you see right here, or the switcher right there. There it is going out to the yard. It's going to come out past the switch here. Oops. And then I'm gonna bring them back. Switch it back. Where this train is going is to CAMF, which is California Avenue Maintenance Facility, track 5. That's the track we're gonna bring it to. So I have to line the switches and then bring it back. See how this goes. The switcher hasn't been running for a long time, so it's very sluggish. It's It's going to go to 5. Keep going, buddy. Okay, the next train is train 1B out of Chicago Terminal track 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's coming out of 6, and that one is going to go right here on track 4. Well, the trains are running really sluggish. Well, that locomotive is. I need to probably clean the wheels and the track. As you can see by the train order board, I haven't run a train since August 22nd, and I'm running this special. I mean, I've got to do all those trains this month or in the next 2 months, but I'm running these specials to get clear out the Chicago terminal so I can show you that. But this train 1B is now in place, so I'm going to have the switcher go back to Chicago terminal and pick up train 1C. Okay, now it's time to pick up train 1C, which is on Chicago Terminal track 3. Let's check our train code and see if that matches. So 1C on Chicago Terminal track 3. Let's see what that looks like in real life. So there it is. Track 3, we've got track 1, 2 is right there, and this is track 3. So we're going to pull that out. That goes from Chicago Terminal track 3 over to, actually it goes on track 3 right here too at California Avenue Maintenance Facility. Okay, we're filling up the yard at the California Avenue Maintenance Facility. Train 1A. 1B and 1C now in place, so I'm going to send the switcher back to pick up those last 3 cars on track 1. That's train 1D. And here's the final train, commuter train out of the Chicago Terminal. So I just have to pull out the Amtrak, but we almost have a clear shot there. This is at track 1 where this one came from. This vintage one I'm going to keep in here. That one's going to stay out. In fact, I don't even have power to that track. But we're going to send train 1D out to the maintenance facility. And it will go here on track 2. And then we'll have a full set of trains. And then there's a whole page that will be set up to move all these cars to that yard there for cleaning. Well, that completes this job, crew. So you guys can put this back into the Chicago Terminal Engine Facility, which he parks right there, and then you can check out. Good job. Well, the next part of this video is kind of my layout update. Why I haven't run too many trains this month is because of what I'm going to show you. What I've tried to make good on my promises to you for progress on the September layout update. So I finished the crosswalks at the 4-way stop sign and signals. I mounted the controller, and that's working, so I'm going to show you that. And I'm also finished the dwarf signals. I did find some problems with the dwarf signals. I'll show you that in this next segment. So let me show you what the layout update then and what I've done for the month of September. So if you recall from last month, this was the crosswalk. Didn't have any, the crosswalks weren't painted last month, and the crossing signals weren't working. So now they're all working properly. You can see the one changing there yellow to red, and then the other direction changes to green. So I wanted to show what it looks like underneath now. All right, here's the controller underneath. All the signals, traffic signal wires come down, and they all get plugged into here, the 4 traffic signals, and this is the controller. So this is kind of the finished product. I really like it. It turned out really good. Doesn't look too bad, does it? So earlier in the video, I had all the commuter trains in this, and you saw how I moved them to the California Avenue maintenance facility. So now it's empty, and I can put on the dwarf light. So right now they're all off. I'm going to put them all on red, and then I'm going to simulate what it looks like if a train is coming in on one of the tracks and they get the green signal. So let's take. Well, here, let me take you over to the control panel. Okay, here we are at the control panel, and again, these are these toggle switches run the lights at the end of the track. So I'm going to put them all on red, so they all go to the right. And the toggle switches out by the throat of the yard, I'm going to put those all on red too. And here you'll see which wires, everything, which ones work and which ones don't. So now I'm going to go back up to the top. All right, back up on the top. You can see tracks to the right. There's track 1 and 2. And then to the left is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 tracks here. And you can see the tracks and the dwarf signals in the front. And then I have the dwarf signals at the very end too. Let me pick this camera up and show you what that looks like. If you take a look at the side, you see there's track 4 isn't red, so there's a problem with that one. All right, now let's simulate that one track with the green, showing the green. Hang on. Okay, so that should do it for another month. Looks like I'm going to have to figure out what to do about these lights. I can't run them all at the same time. I can only run a couple. So as you can see here, this is track 7. Just the green is lit up here, and then you can see at the end of the line it's green and only a couple reds. If I have too many more lights on, they don't show up. So it's running 3 volts. So I might try 9 volts and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't burn them out. All right, thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye.